Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Please ignore my compressor. Today is delivery day. Well, actually last night was delivery day, but you guys are gonna see it today. This is a 2013, 14, 15, I don't even know, Subaru Legacy. And why I have my compressor going is because the tires are a little bit flat, kind of all around. Tell me if you guys see damage. Especially this one. I have a hubcap in there for this tire. 2013. And yes, this car will have a salvage title, but there is no damage on it. So like I said, it got delivered last night, so I didn't really look at it. This is the first time I've seen it in daylight, so there's a little ding there. Let's take a quick look. This stuff is mine, but it runs and drives. It started on its own. It looks like a dog owner because there's a lot of dog hair back here. Wow, even up there. This is filthy, filthy, filthy. But no odd smells in here, surprisingly. And we have some rubber floor mats in the trunk. I did look for that. So actually, I know I already own the car. I could actually probably kill it now because we have enough pressure in there. Let's check our oil level. Oh yeah, we have oil. And it actually looks to be fresh and right at the top. So, what I'm going to do is start it right now and let it warm up. And you guys will hear a cold start. And then I will work on the tires. Let's see how many miles. If I remember correct, it was like 86,000. Ooh, right on the dot. So the only light was the tire pressure light. It did kind of vibrate the engine when I put it into gear yesterday off the trailer, but as you guys can hear, it actually sounds very, very healthy. So I'm gonna let it warm up. I'm gonna put some tire air in the tires. We're gonna move forward. Tires have been fully pumped up. The only area of concern I have is here, but I don't know. I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna take it to the lot. Hopefully it makes it, and hopefully, oh, you guys hear that? Maybe not. And then hopefully the tires still hold air. If not, I need to get new tires or one new tire. We'll see. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of slight vibration with this car. And I'm not sure what it is, but so far it's actually running good. But we're gonna go to the bank, and then at some point I'll give you guys an update. If not, just meet you guys back at the lot. Subaru made it to the lot. It is filthy, but tires look to be perfect. They're not letting air out, but I mean, could have a very, very small minor leak. Let me lock it up. Need to go upstairs, do a whole bunch of office stuff, and join Mannheim, Seattle. The auction started about 5-10 minutes ago, so I'm actually behind. It looks like two things we'll need to get done with the Subaru. One, it came out of Washington, so it was purchased on a bill of sale, which unfortunately means that we either have to take it through state inspection to apply for a Washington title, or apply for a title through a different state, which will, I mean, it's a month out at least. And the other thing is the detail, and I don't know how well the dog hair is gonna come out of that car. But I mean, mechanically the car seems to be running totally fine. I didn't find any issues aside from that light vibration when you first kind of accelerate, but that only happened when the motor was cold. So maybe the car hasn't been driven. I mean, I don't know. After driving it, stopping on red lights and then starting again, it drove perfectly fine with no issues. But we're gonna pause it here. I am signing into Mannheim right now, and then we will resume at some point. I don't know, hour, 2 hours, we'll see.
2 hours later.
Well, nothing too exciting happened. I got two cars from Mannheim, Seattle, and gonna check the tires before I head out. So it looks like they are holding air. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna take the Audi because I want to replace the crankshaft position sensor on it. So I'm gonna pause the video here. I'm gonna go to the bank, get money, go pay for the cars that I purchased, go pay for another car that I purchased. It's a whole bunch of driving back and forth. Honestly, nothing super exciting. So we'll pause it here and probably resume in a day, 2 days. We'll see.
Several days later.
It has been a few days and this car is going in for a detail because it is very filthy. It has an odor. Yeah, definitely an odor, and it has a lot of dog hair. Let's see if it'll kind of do the vibration thing. It did do it before, and actually off video I took it through DEQ a few days ago. It passed with no issues, so we know more or less mechanically there's no stored engine codes. So next step is take it through the detailer, and then I have to figure out why like sometimes at idle or when you kind of come to a stop, it will have vibration. So the plan with this car is after the detail, I'll take it back and I will drive it for a few days. I'm gonna do some research, try to find out why it has that slight vibration. I don't know, maybe engine mount. It can't be like spark plugs or ignition coils because it would have thrown a code for misfire. It's just a very odd vibration, and you could see the hood vibrate when you kind of come to a stop. Yeah, and it doesn't happen all the time. That's what kind of throws me off. So who knows, maybe the car just needs to be driven. Who knows how long it was sitting at the auction for. I have no idea, guys. I have no idea, but that's kind of the thought process, and I guess I'll go from there. But right now, going to the detailer to drop it off, and I gotta yell at my detailer too. And I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. I'm gonna tell you why I need to yell at my detailer. Because last few cars, so they basically pulled the seat out, and then I get the car back, and it has an airbag light on. And it happened with the Frontier. That was like more recent one. And I asked him, I was like, did you connect everything? He goes, yeah, amigo, everything's great. I was like, okay. So I'll come to the lot. I pulled the seats out. He didn't connect one of them. The driver's seat didn't have one of the basically connectors connected, essentially. Connected it, hooked up my tool, reset it, done deal. Take another car through. Airbag light is on. Did you connect everything? Yeah, I connected everything. I connect my computer to it. It does reset. So he did connect it. Honda Accord, the $2,300 profit video, same thing. Show up. There it was just now, the vibration. Show up and airbag light is on. And I was like, did you connect everything? Yeah, I connected everything. So I listed it for sale. My computer wasn't able to connect to it. I list the car for sale. Buyers come out and like, yo, take care of the airbag light because we're not gonna do it. So I pull out the driver's seat, everything's connected. I pull out the passenger seat, it is obviously disconnected, and I'm thinking, why? And this isn't the first car where he didn't connect the connectors and the airbag light is on. It's extra work for me. It's annoying the crap out of me, if I'm gonna be honest. And I don't have time to deal with it. So I don't think he's here right now, but I'm gonna tell his mechanic guy to make sure he does his job properly, because if not, one, I'll stop using him, and two, he's gonna give me a fat discount for detailed cars that have an airbag light on. So I'm leaving this car here. He's not gonna do the outside, just the interior and the engine bay. And whatchamacallit, took a picture of the dash. Engine running, everything, absolutely no lights on the dash. So we'll see how this one goes.
3 weeks later.
Yeah, it's been probably 3-4 weeks at least. So right around a month since I last worked on the Subaru, did anything with it. And we are resuming because the Subaru is finally going into my mechanic, or to my mechanic, to get that engine mount replaced. Reason why it took so long, because I don't have the title for the Subaru yet. We are waiting on that. It's probably another 2-3 weeks out, because it was a Seattle car. And buying Seattle cars is an absolute pain, and to some extent nightmare when it comes to title because of COVID and whatnot. Everything is just so behind and so delayed. So this car has been kind of on the back burner, and I took it through DEQ. It got detailed. Essentially, it's ready to go minus the title and minus the engine mount. Plus, my mechanic was working on a whole bunch of other cars. I'm actually picking up a car from him right now and leaving him the Subaru. So we are finally making progress, at least, well, to some extent. You guys get an update. For you, it's a split second. For me, it's a few weeks. But clearly, it's collected dirt and everything else in between while it's been parked here. But yeah, let's take it to my mechanic, have him finish it up, and then I think I will be safe to sell it.
Several days later.
Subaru was picked up yesterday from my mechanic. He replaced the front motor mount. So when we got this car, it said front end damage, but there was like literally no front end damage. And then I told you guys it had a stutter kind of when the RPMs would drop. Turns out the upper portion of the front engine mount was broken. It was literally missing half of that piece. So we got a new engine mount. Mechanic replaced it. Now there's absolutely no stuttering, no shuddering, no nothing. This thing runs great. And because I already took it through detail, I already took it through emissions, we are waiting on the title. All I have to do is essentially wash it from the outside, photograph it, and I can list it for sale. So this car is gonna be gone very, very soon. And just like that, the journey with the Subaru is over. This was a very long process on my end, but it wasn't very painful. I didn't do a lot of physical work on this car, and it was more or less just time consuming. I'm very happy with the end result. Car passed emissions, it got detailed, it got cleaned up. I'm still waiting on the title, but I can list it for sale. And I don't know if I will now or maybe a little bit later, give it a few days. I really don't like selling vehicles without a title. It just delays everything. The customers are usually unhappy, you know, if they pay cash for it. Where's my title? And I understand, like, I don't blame them. That's why I don't want to sell it, because I can put myself in their shoes. But for this video, this is going to be it, guys. This was a vehicle purchased from an insurance company with allegedly front end damage. There's almost no front end damage, but it did have a cracked engine mount, or missing the top portion of the front engine mount, which got replaced. Everything got fixed. This was a good buy. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you guys in another video.